I looked with my eyes.
Oh, you actually put the there we go. That's why. Did you guys have any problems finding the
No,
W?
it was on fucking Peacock, man. No problem.
Okay, first of all, the right side of the screen has qualms with Peacock because they have to pay for it or watch commercials.
Oh no, I don't care. It's just annoying. That's all.
You don't care. You have pay for a service. You get it. It's how business works.
Yeah, but not when you didn't have to pay for it prior.
Oh well, tough shit. Cupcake.
Oh, what do you want me to do? That's how I feel. Like, what the fuck do you want from me?
$8 a month.
How many fucking streaming services do I gotta pay for around these fucking parts?
You don't pay for any of them. You use my fucking login.
That's a great point.
Yo, fucking assholes. We're trying to get Pop.
I didn't.
Oh Jesus.
What? Oh my God! It took this long for you two to fucking do this.
I have my own Bleacher Report and fight. When you go to Aunt Money's house, I buy the pay-per-views.
This house once.
17 times.
I've not been to his house. I mean, I've been to his house a couple times.
Mike Peterson
Anyway,
gets it.
Did you guys struggle with the Peacock to watch this Wizards Rewind?
Nope.
Took me a second, but I got there.
All right. I don't know why what this was decided. I think it was. Yeah. No. I'm great with other people making the decisions. I just think this is a personal shot at me.
No, not at all.
Sit through this fucking.
Bro, this is in your fucking wheelhouse. What are you complaining about?
No, this is not. Stop.
You had some ECW originals on.
Had all originals on this show. You had Balls Mahoney, you had Little Guido, you had Tommy Dreamer, you had fucking Big Daddy V.
The Miz?
Dude, what the fuck? Look, here's my biggest problem with this.
Oh, boy.
Call it anything but fucking ECW.
Yeah, that was the first thing that went through my mind. Like, as a standalone show, even if you wanted to call it like Superstars or some other generic name, not terrible. Not terrible at all. The fact that it had ECW branding, it was like, eh.
That's like all of us getting our brother and Handsome Kevin getting whatever his dad's Tank. What's your dad's name?
Tank?
Oh, Cave?
Cave. It's like Cave and Matt Garifo, Jesse Bowman, and one of Tony's brothers just showing up one week and be like, we're the Shining Wizards. Doesn't work. Sorry, guys.
We were going to try that once, weren't we?
I think we were going to do something where they all just talked about us in wrestling. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, we
just don't call it EC. You could have called it fucking wrestling. I don't give a shit. But I gotta look at the ECW logo and Joey Styles and fucking Taz. It's extreme. It's ECW.
Taz in a fucking Hawaiian shirt.
The fact that they ever had to make matches like Extreme Rules matches on Extreme Championship Wrestling is so fucking stupid. I will say that. Like, you don't, like ECW, Extreme is the first word in the name of your company, and you have to specify that they're Extreme Rules matches.
For you guys out there, if you want to follow along, it's on the Peacock. It's under ECW, Season 2, Episode 28. WWECW from July 10th, 2007. Now, I was out at this point.
Oh, loved it.
Did any of you spend your Tuesday nights on Sci-Fi watching ECW?
Absolutely. Yep.
I don't remember watching this episode specifically, but I do remember watching ECW quite a bit.
Now, what the intro that played on the network where it's like... Yeah, is that what they were using when they were on Sci-Fi?
Ooh, good
yes.
question.
No, it was like a song like "Still Standing Here, Still Standing Here."
Wasn't that later though?
May have been later.
Okay, because I could be way off. It might be just my mind melding different time periods together. But I could have swore this is what they used.
Okay, so I Googled it, which I should have done 6 hours ago.
No problem.
Apparently, 2006 to 2007, they used Bodies by Drowning Pool.
Right, when it was actually like kind of consistent with ECW, other than just inserting like Kurt Angle and Big Show in there.
And then 2008 to 2010, they used "Don't Question My Heart" by Saliva. And
Yeah, that's it. That's the one that's still standing here, I think.
Okay.
So this was not they don't have the rights to probably play Bodies, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. They stopped playing it after 9/11 anyway. What they did, it was one of those songs that you can't play on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, actually. I forgot about that.
Don't Question My Heart. This was the fucking song to ECW.
Oh God, this is stupid.
When does it kick in?
No idea. Not familiar with it.
Don't question my heart, I'm still standing here.
What is this?
Yeah,
man?
standing here. Yeah, fuck that noise. Oh, well.
We got Marking Out, which if you guys have not checked out the Marking Out podcast, please check them out. They've been around longer than us, and like they're our brethren.
Yes.
So please check them out. WWECW was so good, but nobody gave it a shot because it wasn't ECW. Matthew Birch, no joke. WWECW was must-see TV for me back in the day.
Well, because it's the only true ECW.
Brendan Haney's live was basically the WWE. Marking Out, the Marilyn Manson theme actually debuted on the 7/10/07 episode, apparently. There's a Marilyn Manson theme.
Dun, 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 dun.
I know
Why
they
didn't
did
they
SmackDown.
Why didn't they just use the ECW theme back then?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
why didn't they just go with it?
Well, they did Bodies, which was kind of loosely associated with ECW at some point.
Yeah, because
Definitely.
Stephanie McMahon came out to that when ECW and WCW merged.
So I count that counts to me.
Yeah.
Because they
Okay,
definitely
so
used
they
it for
used,
the one night stands too.
They used a Famous by Puddle of Mud. And then they used This Is the New Shit by Marilyn Manson. Obviously, it was censored.
No. Yeah. It was supposed to be extreme, bro.
Well, not
Was
Sci-Fi
extreme.
said no.
Yeah, Jack Swagger and Ricky Ortiz. Definitely.
So I was curious because the intro, I was like, oh, this is like watching fucking old ECW episodes again where they ruin the intro for me. And it's like, there's people, right? Like,
That's right.
this is how old we are, guys. There's people who are going to watch that and think that's the intro to ECW. Not Thunder Kiss 65. That.
Dun, dun, dun. But they used to use that song as well. Like later
When
they went corporate.
Yeah, when Paul didn't want to pay for the fucking rights to all the music he illegally
Well,
used.
in fairness, Paul didn't wind up paying a lot of people, so
Touche, sir. We open. We're in New Orleans. An old teacher, Matt Stryker, is in the ring.
Yeah, baby.
With his chalkboard. It's got a worm on it, and then he's got a table, and it's got a bunch of gimmicks on it. And he's gonna call out the fucking boogeyman.
ECW legend, the Boogeyman.
ECW. 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 ECW.
Whatever.
What, and also, what was the entrance stage here? What it was weird.
That's how. Yeah, that's ECW. For a while, they would have their own little separate entrance with like the brick facade,
Yes.
and then they switched over to this. Yeah, like they didn't use the big entrances like Raw and SmackDown.
to the vaginal canal.
Kinda. Yeah.
That helps you.
Yeah.
It doesn't help me. I didn't know what the fuck I was watching, and it opened with fucking Matt. We're gonna open with a promo. Matt,
The teacher,
Stryker.
Matt Stryker. Yeah.
He brings
With the
out.
Boogeyman.
I learned a
Yes.
lot during that promo.
Did you,
Yeah.
dude?
Worms and how they reproduce and shit. Fuck yeah.
Clatella.
Gimmick
Yeah.
worms or real worms?
No, they're real, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real worms, baby. I
Fucking
will say this
Boogeyman
about
didn't give less of
Stryker.
a fuck. He didn't care.
As much as I hate him on commentary, I'm Matt Stryker and I am your teacher was a great character.
Stole it from another ECW legend, Shane Douglas.
Yeah, but at least he was a manager though, so it's different.
What'd you think of Big Daddy V?
Well, I guess so. Matt Stryker gets in the ring. He takes off he's got a bowl of worms. He's trying to talk to the Boogeyman about the worms. The Boogeyman's just stuffing these fucking things in his nasty fucking mouth. What a fucking God bless him, but what a fucking gross gimmick.
It was so fucking funny when Matt Stryker's like, "Hey, you're freaking me out, man."
Yeah, it was really well done. I really enjoyed this.
He's trying to tell him that the worms are giving off this,
Nitrogen.
nitrogen.
Yes.
They're slime. They're laying eggs in your mouth. It's very gross. Then they show footage of a couple weeks ago where the boogeyman made Matt Striker eat the worms. He was a little upset about that. And he brings out Big Daddy V, and you could have heard a fucking fart in the fucking upper deck.
My son saw this and he goes, "What the fuck is wrong with his nipples?"
He's got plenty of nip meat.
They were completely facing downward, though. It was like down dogs.
He had giant fucking 500 pounds, dude. What are you?
And did you notice he had an extra breast on his left side, right on camera?
Triple-breasted.
Dude, he comes out to no fucking reaction. The commentators don't even acknowledge him. His name is on the screen, right above him when he comes up. Big Daddy V. Joey Styles and Taz don't say a fucking word.
Calling all cars.
That was a great entrance song, by the way. I really dug that.
Really
I guess I was the only wizard that did.
No, I loved it.
And that segment that they showed where Stryker had to eat the worms, he was involved in a segment with Roddy Piper on ECW TV, 2007.
Piper's extreme, bro.
He's not extreme in 2007.
Ha! I'm extreme, don't you know? I was hitting kids in the 70s with my bagpipes. Ha ha!
I don't know, man. If Paul Heyman's extreme, Roddy Piper's extreme.
Yeah, Piper's extreme, bro.
Piper's extreme.
Come on now.
Again, I can't. It's very hard for me to get past that the ECW label is on this fucking show.
All right, well, get past it. What's next? Triple H is returning at some point.
No, well, fucking Big Daddy V comes out. Matt Striker.
This was fun.
Yeah, he beat him up, threw him through the chalkboard, slammed him on the desk that didn't break, which was awesome.
2 times to throw him through the chalkboard.
But they cut the first one out of the replays. Smart editing.
And now I guess Big Daddy V is
All Elite? Oh, wait, Extreme.
No,
Sorry.
he's Matt Striker's heavy.
Oh, he's pretty heavy, all right, huh?
Yeah.
I wrote Big Daddy V introduction, and then I wrote, why am I watching this?
Big Daddy V actually gets a pretty good run.
He becomes like the sexual something or other with Lillian Garcia later on, doesn't he?
No, that's before. Big Daddy V was his last run.
The world's largest love machine.
That was it.
Big Vis.
World's largest love machine.
Triple H is coming back.
Yes, wonderful for him.
Let me ask you.
This was Bow Down to the King as well.
Yeah. There's the King of Kings. Bow down to the. Hey, let me ask you a question.
Fucking Brendan Haney. Big Daddy V's getting eaten by worms now.
Oh God!
So role reversal.
Not enough worms in the world.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Any reason why no one ever mentions the King of Kings as one of the greats?
Of ECW? We always do.
No, don't sass me. One of the greats of all time.
Hey, what'd you think of Balls Mahoney?
Hey, I'm asking you a question about Triple H.
Nobody gives a shit.
That is something that Duke and I have discussed at length, just personal time.
And to shit on Matt's gimmick, that was fucking brutal.
I have no idea. And the only thing that I can come up with is because of who he's married to. That's the only thing I can come up with, because he definitely deserves to be amongst the greatest in that conversation.
Do you think, I don't know, man. I watched this return video and it's like, holy shit, he's super involved in everything. And I don't think there's ever really during this time, I don't think there's a bad Triple H match.
No, he does not. He does not get the credit he deserves.
Maybe people shit on him for I know the Booker T thing at WrestleMania. Maybe he doesn't want to do the job, but his matches are, no one's ever in this era, we talk WrestleMania fucking 40 or 37 when he wrestles Batista for 25 minutes, different story. But here,
after 3 minutes of a match, he pretends like he just wrestled for 30 and he just lays around for a while. Yeah, I can't imagine why he's got a bad reputation.
That version, but this era, I thought he deserves a little more credit. No,
you're 100% right.
Now, if he plied his trade in ECW at this point, then for sure he'd be one of the best of all time.
You think he was extreme enough?
No, fuck that. Fuck that guy. Using fake barbed wire against Mick Foley. How dare he? Wanting to fucking extend his career. Fuck him.
Everyone gimmicks barbed wire.
Fuck
Not
him.
GCW, but everyone else.
We got Triple H coming back, and then we got the Pope, Elijah Burke,
Fucking young Pope right
and
here.
old Balls Mahoney from Nutley, New Jersey.
Getting them fucking perks working.
I'll tell you what, man. Balls is fucking over. The balls punches, the people were going wild for him.
You know, there was a little bit of a swelling over there with the ECW faithful. They were into all the shit.
Do we know where the show was?
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yeah, you missed
Oh,
it. It was in the beginning.
Yeah, sorry about that. I should listen.
That's, it would help.
It definitely would. But this was like, I'm trying to remember the timeline because Elijah Burke debuted with Sylvester Terkay in ECW. So I wonder how long after Sylvester left that Elijah Burke, because then this is obviously post New Blood because he's not with Stryker, he's not with Kevin Thorne, he's not with Monty Brown. I don't even think Monty Brown is there.
Marcus Corvon.
Marcus Corvone, yeah. So this has to be well past, and this is probably when they're trying to strap a rocket to Elijah Burke. I've never heard a more disappointed reaction than in the Royal Rumble. I think it was 2008, where was entrant number 29, and it was Elijah Burke. It was the people were so why not? Why is this guy 29? 29, you expect bigger names, sort of thing.
I really don't. I don't understand why he didn't have a longer run or a more meaningful run, because he's got all the skills.
Because he was a dick. That's why. Fucking Mike Dell was on once. Mike Dell appeared as Dean Ambrose's therapist on an episode of Raw. And apparently there was an altercation backstage between him and Elijah Burke, because Elijah Burke was throwing his weight around with a couple of the Texas local boys who were there doing spots. And he mouthed off, I think, the second time, and Mike Dell was like, fuck this, and he got up and got right in his face. So,
he had a great run in TNA.
He had a great run recently in the NWA.
Yeah.
So, Kevin, to answer your question, November 7th, 2006, him and Terkay debut in ECW. Terkay is released at the beginning of 2007, and then he is wrestling a series of single matches, and he appears in a segment where WWE owner Vince McMahon shows disdain for the members of the original ECW and called Burke to the ring, naming him the future of ECW, which they mentioned during this match. And then this leads to this new breed stable.
Okay, so this is prior to that. Okay,
yes.
And then Matt Stryker becomes a wrestler again. Then I guess because he's
the
involved
new breed is Stryker, Marcus Corvon, and Kevin Thorne.
Yeah, along with Elijah Burke.
Yeah.
And then they mentioned that they have a Pope. I'm going to refer to him as Pope. He loses a number one contenders match to Punk, which when Punk wrestles later, they talk about his big upcoming match at the Great American Bash against Johnny Nitro.
Is he not John Morrison at this point yet?
Nope, Johnny Nitro.
Look, the match was fine for what it was. It's like I said, balls was over with the punches, but
I was entertained by the match, for sure. The one thing that throws me off though is why rip that back portion of your pants there? Why do that?
They bring that up on commentary too.
Yeah. I don't get it.
No, Burke wins with the running double knees.
He still does that. Still does the knees to this day, pulling down the knee pads.
There you go.
Good on him.
It was fine. We get a Dreamer hype video.
Yes.
With a lot of old ECW footage.
A ton.
Fuck yeah.
And then we have CM Punk, Pepsi Boy, against ECW original Stevie Richards.
This was a fantastic fucking match.
It was, and I wasn't expecting Stevie Richards to hang in there as long as he did. This was a hell of a match.
Bro, he worked his ass off in that match. I don't know how hard he needed to try because Stevie Richards has been around for a while, so he knows what he's doing. But the submission that he put on, this was... I don't remember a Stevie Richards match being this good. Not anything against Stevie Richards. I love Stevie Richards. But this was a fucking fantastic fucking match for a middle of the card hour show on a third tier show. Amazing.
I mean, they all can't be tier 1 shows.
Oh, God.
How's that for a reference?
A tier 1 memory came up in my Facebook memories either today or yesterday.
It was Rude Boy Mick Stupidhead in the fucking memories.
I don't know. No, it was just going. It was like heading to the show to cover tier 1 for Shining Wizards or some shit like that. It's a long time ago, obviously.
Yeah,
But anyway,
long time ago.
Matt, your thoughts on the match?
I thought the match was awesome. I thought Stevie got a lot in. I thought they worked great together. Punk with the enziguri, Stevie with the submission move.
Yeah,
By the ropes. Like, they worked great together.
And we got to go to sleep.
Yeah, even the end of the match to go to sleep. Was that Scott Armstrong was the ref here, where he had to go to the outside to count?
Yes, yeah, I caught that. Good on him though. That's referee being aware of his positioning in the ring.
Yeah, I love when officials do that.
Yeah, and the big story is the big Great American Bash title match. Johnny Nitro and CM Punk are telling Nitro's backstage watching the match. So, and obviously this is all a result of the Chris Benoit thing.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's why I was confused on the timeline. I thought that once Morrison showed up in ECW, I thought he switched right away from Nitro to Morrison. I didn't realize he was Nitro there for a little bit.
Yeah, it was Nitro for a little bit. And then I want to say, according to his Wikipedia, it's literally like right before the Great American Bash. So we are 2 weeks out from the Great American Bash. And I guess the next episode he changes to Johnny Morrison.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at the Great American Bash, he's John Morrison.
Right.
Hell, you gotta get there.
So what do we got next?
The ECW. So the Miz is there with all these girls.
Hoorah!
What's it? Tessmacher. He's talking to Kelly, and
Layla.
then Tessmacher come in, and they are, what are they?
Extreme expose. Come on, bro.
Really?
Come on, bro.
Come on, show a little respect.
Show what you fuck. Yeah, I want to have fucking Steph DeLander on the show because I think it'd be funny. And talk, it's because she got them hitters. Now show a little respect.
I said that?
No. Jeez, do you fucking pay
Wait, who,
attention?
me?
But I was the one that said show a little respect.
Yeah, it was Kevin that said it. I'm the one who wants the hitters.
God, you guys are the fucking worst.
No, we're not. We like hitters.
Show a little respect. Fuck out of here.
Holy
This was
shit, they look
fucking
big when I shake them.
garbage. This was
They look really big, right? Like, what the fuck?
steaming pile of dog shit.
What, The Miz?
This shit.
No, they were falling in love. Like, oh, I think
know
he
what was
likes
going
you.
on.
I think he likes you.
Tessmacher's hitters were fucking out, bro. Those things were on display.
Hell yeah. My wife walked by when I was watching this. She's like, good for them. Flaunt it while you got it, ladies. I said, see that? I said, see the blonde? She's 19 there. She's like, wow, good for her.
Such a creep that you know how old she is there.
She was 19 when she got signed, dude.
Fuck.
Hall of Famer Kelly, by the way. Put some respect on that shit.
Maybe you're hanging out at the fucking 7-Eleven.
I'm always hanging out, dude.
I was gonna say I was hanging out while I was watching it.
Oh, yeah.
This took a turn. Matt, I agree with you now. I'm sorry.
I was like, what is this fucking trash?
So the Miz beats up on Little Guido for a few minutes.
This is his fucking ECW debut. He's just drafted from SmackDown. He dresses like he's in every fucking 2000s new metal band.
Yeah, but he was fresh off of MTV, bro. I mean,
asshole.
Hey.
The Mizzard of Oz. Ugh, what the fuck?
future WrestleMania headliner,
I know
WWE
gotta
champion
start
2
somewhere.
times.
This wasn't bad either.
It wasn't bad.
I'd love to tell you I hated it.
Little Guido, they had a good match.
Yes, Guido Nunzio's great. He's great. Again,
I like the finish too. I like that DDT kind of like fucking
Mizzard of Oz.
yeah.
You're a fucking mizzard.
He's a mizzard.
The Mizzard of Oz.
All
What
right,
is that?
It's I don't know, dude. It's silly. What do you want me to fucking
Silly.
tell you, dude?
It should be extreme, Tony.
It was extreme. It was extremely silly, but it won the match.
Can't
Hoorah!
If you take ECW logo off of it, this is a fantastic 43 minutes of TV.
Right.
All right, so take it off of it.
Well, then what are you going to call it?
I don't know, extreme.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
XPW.
Oh, fuck you, dude.
Now, in between the Wizard of Oz and the main event, we get
Extreme Expose. Fuck yeah, dude. Love this shit. Kelly couldn't even dance at this point, so they made her the center of attention and they just like rub up on her and shit.
She couldn't dance. Did anybody care?
No, nobody gave a fuck, dude.
None of them could dance.
So no, the two brunettes were handling their own.
They did this thing.
Oh, when she did the fucking like the butt twitch, I was like, all right. And it was just a little bit. It wasn't one of these fucking gross like twerking shits. It was just like a little shimmy, you know?
Well,
Like when the lesbian showed up at the fucking bachelorette party in fucking Tom Hanks's movie Bachelor Party. Remember the two when they showed up and the one did the little shake? That's what it was, bro. It's all you need, a little bit of a shimmy.
I think they both were former cheerleaders in the NBA.
Well, I was cheering for them, Kevin.
Layla definitely
too.
was. I'm not sure about Brooke, but Layla definitely was a former NBA cheerleader, so she knows how to move.
Fuck yeah, dude. I like when they move. I like the way they move. Fuck.
That's a little mouth horn for you there, Tony.
Fuck yeah, dude. I love mouth horns.
Oh boy.
I love rusty trombones, skin flutes, all that shit.
Oh, it's Extreme Rules. Johnny Nitro, Tommy Dreamer. Tommy comes out with the
Extreme Rules, bro.
I mean, look, to their credit, they did counts, pinfalls on the outside. Scott, here's what bothers me. Tommy Dreamer has him in a submission hold, and John Morrison, Johnny Nitro's grabbing the ropes, and Scott, the referee is screaming, "It's Extreme Rules! It's Extreme Rules!" And Tommy Dreamer just lets go.
Well, because Tommy probably realized it wasn't going to be a submission there, so he said, fuck
Well,
it.
why would you let go, though? Just fucking keep it on until he
Because he's
passes
Tommy
out.
Dreamer. He's a fucking idiot. What Morrison should have done was he should have just dragged him into the ropes, and then he could have shit-canned Tommy off of his back. That would have been the thing to do.
That's a lot of weight to shit can off your back.
This is why Tommy Dreamer gave it up, because he knew he was fucked if he didn't. Can't make the champ look bad, dude. Tommy's no fool.
I thought this was another fine match.
And the ending was fucking really good. Tommy Dreamer gets shotgunned on top of the chair, and that was enough to pin him. He fucking took the edge of the chair to his jaw, and it knocked him out.
I don't think that was the planned finish though, because they made a point to put the garbage can on the chair. So I think there was something else planned, but they just had to roll with it once the garbage can fell off the chair. Did you guys notice that, or was that just me?
I didn't notice. I just thought it was refreshing that, like, he hit that and he didn't drag him over to the corner to do something else to him. He fucking went for the cover and 1, 2, 3. It was perfect.
Yeah. No, it worked out fantastic. And it was also weird because the way the chair was set up, like the seat of the chair was faced towards the turnbuckle, and that's where the garbage can was. So, like, why they made it a conscious effort to put the garbage can on the chair if it was just going to be a face plant on the top was a little weird, but didn't take away. It was still great.
And one thing I love that Tommy Dreamer was so good at doing, like you see it here when he hits him with the crutch, just before he's about to hit him, he lets go. So when the crutch hits, it goes flying. It makes it seem like that much more impactful. Like he fucking swung that thing so hard it just got away from him. Makes it look so much more. And it's so much safer because you're not following through. But it looks like you're murdering the guy.
Like when Ahmed Johnson hit the maybe it's not like Ahmed Johnson, but do you remember that 2x4 incident where he brought out like ridiculously huge 2x4 and then he smashed it and it went into the crowd and yeah, awesome, Matt. I'm not gonna lie to you. In all seriousness, without the ECW name, this was a fantastic wrestling show.
Look, as much as I'm sure there's going to be people who see the graphic and they see WWE ECW and they think this is going to be like me hating it. I can't say I did. It was not. It was a real easy watch. Yes, there was could have done without the striker thing to open the show, and the dancing I thought was goofy, but the wrestling matches were really good, and it's like they're using the ECW originals to put over the future of the company. You know, like if the Pope, look, I'd have to do more research on why the Pope didn't become more successful in WWE with Punk and the Miz. I mean,
Yeah, but people knew who Punk was too. Like people were rabid for Punk during this show.
Right off the Ring of Honor run.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Other than seeing him in TNA at that time, I wasn't super sold on Punk at that point. Like I didn't really know who Punk was. I mean, I'm sure I can't put myself back that many years ago and say what I thought then, but I wasn't sold on Punk all the way yet. I mean, I loved when he cashed in and won the world title, but like he earned his equity with me in WWE, not anywhere else. Like
right, but I think you know there was a lot of people who saw him come out of Ring of Honor and saw what he did in Ring of Honor, and they were very excited for what he was going to do in the WWE.
Yeah. And I think that I think that match, like, that made the show for me. And I didn't hate the opening, like, Gaga segment with Stryker and Boogeyman and Viscera. Didn't hate that. Like, I really thought this was just an overall great, fun short little wrestling show.
Yeah, I give this a B. I was happy with it. I like the whole Boogeyman thing too. A lot of good wrestling. Extreme expose. How could you go wrong?
Ugh.
And a good main event with a good finish.
Yep. I'm with you, Tony.
I would say if we're doling out grades, I probably actually go like A minus.
Really?
Yes.
I think I'm with you.
It had everything that a wrestling show really did. It's a variety show. They had the goofy segment with Stryker and Boogie. They had a little bit of sexy time with the Extreme Expose. They had great, like, pure wrestling matches. They had a hardcore, like, style match. Like, it had everything. It's a variety show, and it touched all the bases. I thought it was a fantastic show.
Yeah, I'm with you. I might go. I don't know if I can go A. I will definitely 100% go B plus though.
You know what's another spot I forgot about? When Balls was going for the punches the first time in the match, when he winds up, he gets cut off. Then a couple minutes later, he goes back to it, and he gets it and pays it off, and the crowd just go, "Oh, Balls!" Yeah. So fucking good. Yeah. So good that he got cut off the first time and then got it the second time. A lot of shit like that, man. It was a good show.
Yeah, no, I'd love to sit here and tell you I hated it, but I can't. It was a great show. Mark and Out said over here, Stevie should have been ECW champion in WWE.
I would not have been against that. Would not have been against that.
He would have needed it.
An ECW champion going into Barely Legal.
Really? You think so?
I think BWO Stevie was so fucking over.
Oh, yeah. That was, yeah.
And
the problem is they were booked into such a corner with Terry Funk.
Yeah, but you could have Raven still won the three-way dance at pay-per-view and then had fucking Funk beat Raven.
Yeah.
Stevie was on such a trajectory, and when he was serious, like,
yeah,
man, fuck, man. And then
that was the great thing about that match. Like, you really felt like Stevie could have won this thing. You felt like Sandman could have won this thing. You felt like Terry Funk could have won this thing.
WWE took all the energy and all that made Stevie Richards great out of him. Put him in tights. Like, made him, I'll show you, you'll see. Like, that sort of thing. Like, they took all of what made Stevie Richards, like, different, and they just made him another wrestler. Like, then they made him the manager of Victoria, basically, essentially. So, like,
go.
Yeah, like, it was, they took all the steam out of Stevie Richards, and he had the opportunity to be so fucking good, like, as Stevie Richards. And it didn't work in WCW either. So maybe Stevie Richards was just meant to be in ECW as the way he was, because in WWE he sure wasn't.
With on this episode of ECW, did you find it strange at all that it was like Stevie and Punk were both like they were both playing the face? Like, did that throw you off at all?
So I didn't notice that Stevie Richards was playing the face, and that could have just been my thing.
Yeah,
but I was just too enthralled with the match to even notice and care about what was happening.
Yeah.
So, like the match, like the wrestling was so fucking good that the reactions I didn't even notice the reactions.
This episode for me was good enough. I actually want to go back and rewatch.
I might watch it again. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, I'm talking about the entirety.
Oh, the entire show.
Of WWECW, the
Series.
entire the series. It was very enjoyable. Matt, you didn't grade it, man. What
Oh,
grade
sorry.
do you
I
have?
give it I'm with KGG. I give it a B+. There was things I didn't enjoy, but overall, solid show. Like, I'd love to tell you I have time to go back and watch the build to Great American Bash, but I got a lot on my plate right now. But it's definitely something I would revisit. I think I watched the first episode for a watch along. It's in the archives of the Patreon, but this, a year and change into ECW it's not terrible. I can happily say that.
Perfect.
Not bad.
Well, nice little bow on that bad boy, baby.
Fuck yeah.